Good afternoon, everyone. So, tonight we are having a very great episode concerning the great reset took place now. We are entering the Third World War. It has already begun, and we are now in what we call nuclear Armageddon. Strategists have already finalized their strategy, and they're now dragging everyone into that. The reason why it was timely this time is because in US there is power vacuum. In White House, the policymakers are just sleeping. They didn't see it coming. They are now panicking and trying to war Europe into this. I will not hesitate to say we are officially in the Third World War. You can see what's happening in Israel and Hamas war. Now they have destroyed Gaza Strip because of the political standoff. Hezbollah from Lebanon is pushing, and from the south we can see the Yemen, the Houthis are sabotaging the shipping and all that, pushing everything up. And if you look at the statistics of the British Army presence in the Middle East is dwindling because Britain doesn't have population, and Germany, all those countries, they are having the deficit of soldiers. Conscription has become mandatory, and Ukraine war is also getting nasty, and Kharkiv has fallen, and implementation of new application of tactical nuclear weapons has started, and this is something we are not expecting to get well. If you look at the submarines fleet that was dispatched by the Moscow to head to Caribbean, is a strategic positioning for now ensuring it's gonna begin the way they want it. Question is, are we going to be in this standoff forever? China is also attempting to name Taiwan at the same time. They want to invade. Can't you guys see we are already officially in Third World War? And this one gonna be catastrophic because it's gonna involve nuclear bombs. And when you hear about nuclear bombs, very few understand the concept of what is a nuclear bomb and how it's detonated, and how that radioactive ash spreads and destroys everything, and eventually nuclear winter. Nobody can survive because this ICBM trajectory is patterned to destroy the entire civilization, and we are not going to believe in fear, phobia. We trust in God, and He cannot just finish His people like that. So the other people can plan, but He is the ultimate power to tell us the direction to take. And my message is keep on banking on food. Ensure you have sufficient food, and maybe if you are lucky enough, you can get anti-radiation jacket, because that one is very important. And maybe thereafter we can see what next, and be prayerful and pray very, very severely and fiercely for Israel to survive, because Israel right now economically it's outreached and stretched to the limit. Remember, Israel is not a manufacturing country. It doesn't produce oil, doesn't have minerals. It relies on the world wishes, mostly the United States. And what is happening right now in Israel, it's something that needs everyone to consider putting it as a priority for prayers to stop the war, because war in Israel is devastating, and it's a war that nobody expected. The Lord mostly carrying the biblical history, and defined as the apple eye to be subjected to such calamity. We have to try as much as possible to pray for the peace, because nobody wants war escalation, because war brings death, war brings economic meltdown, political, interference and instabilities. And if you look at what's happening now, all those areas I've mentioned, they are at war. Africa, North Africa, there's no peace. You can see what's happening in Libya, Southern Sudan, Northern Sudan, civil war for years. Tigray region in Ethiopia, Djibouti and Eritrea, Somalia's Shabab in Kenya. You go to Central Africa, there's no peace. Recent coup and M19, M21, Rwandanese army and militia groups in Congo. Nigeria is battling Boko Haram. We have the Tuaregs and the Northerners. Nowhere is peaceful at the moment. Just pray for peace and endurance and motivate one another for the sake of future references. This turbulence will pass and will normalize, but be prepared. Don't act like dummy. Try to act in a civilized way and act like you know what is going on. I always, if you go to my archives, you will see the things I've been speaking about in regards to Eastern Ukraine fronting war, the king from the east and the northern king, and Battle of Armageddon taking place in Middle East. That is where we're heading to. Anyway, guys, hit that subscription button, like and share and comment. Hope to hear from you soon.